Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a deep and eye-opening quote from Oliver Wendell Holmes, and it goes like this. "The young man knows the rules, but the old man knows the exceptions." Interesting, right? But what does this actually mean? Let me ask you something. Have you ever started something new, like a job, a hobby, or even a relationship, and thought, as long as I follow the rules, everything will go perfectly? But then life throws a curveball. Suddenly, things don't go the way you expected. And that's when you realize there are exceptions to every rule. By the end of this video, you'll understand why experience teaches you things rules never can, how to handle unexpected situations like a pro, why flexibility beats perfection. So if you've ever felt stuck trying to do everything by the book, stick around. This might completely change how you see life. Let's get into it. What does this quote really mean? Holmes is pointing out something we all learn over time. When you're young or just starting something, you focus on the rules. You want clear instructions. You think if you follow steps 1, 2, and 3, you'll get the perfect result. And that works. Sometimes. But as you get older or more experienced, you realize life is messy. Sometimes the rules don't cover the situation you're in. Sometimes, breaking the rules a little is exactly what you need to do. So what's Holmes really saying? The young focus on what's supposed to happen. The experienced focus on what actually works. And the truth is, real wisdom comes from knowing the difference. Let's break this down with some real-life examples. Example 1. The new employee versus the veteran. Imagine two people, Tom and Sarah. Tom just started his first office job. He's been trained to follow the rules exactly. Always email before calling a client. Never leave work early. Follow every step of the company process, no exceptions. Tom sticks to these rules perfectly. But one day, there's a crisis. A major client is upset and about to leave. Tom freezes. But the rules say to email, so he sends an email and waits, and the client leaves before getting a response. Now enter Sarah. She's been at the company for years. She knows the rules too, but she also knows when to bend them. When she sees the same crisis, she immediately calls the client directly. She listens, smooths things over, and saves the account. Why? Because she knows that in some situations, the exception is the right move. Tom knew the rules. Sarah knew when to break them. Example 2. The first-time parent versus the experienced parent. Let's take another example, parenting. Jessica is a first-time mom. She reads every parenting book and follows the rules strictly. Bedtime at exactly 7 p.m. Only organic snacks. Screen time? Absolutely not. But one evening, her child is sick. It's 7 p.m., and the little one just wants cuddles and a favorite movie. Jessica feels torn. But the rules say no screens. Then there's Maria, a mom of 3. She's been through this before. She knows the rules are helpful, but sometimes love and comfort are more important. She gives the child medicine, turns on their favorite movie, and snuggles up with them on the couch. The child feels better, rests peacefully, and Maria knows she did the right thing, even though it broke the rules. That's the wisdom of experience. Here's the thing. If you only ever follow the rules, you might miss the bigger picture. But if you learn from experience, you'll know when to adjust, adapt, and make the right call. And that's what separates beginners from experts. It's not just about knowing the rules, it's about knowing when the rules don't apply. So how do we develop that wisdom? Here are 4 simple ways to build experience and handle life's exceptions like a master. 1. Learn the rules first. Before you can know the exceptions, you have to understand the basics. Study, practice, follow the process. Whether it's a job, a sport, or a relationship, start by learning how things are supposed to work. 2. Pay attention to what actually works. Real life isn't always like the manual. When things go differently than expected, don't panic. Observe. Ask yourself, what's really happening here? What solution does this situation need? Experience grows when you stay curious and flexible. 3. Don't be afraid to bend the rules. Rules are made to help you, but sometimes the best outcomes happen when you tweak them. Is there a faster, kinder, or smarter way to solve the problem? Will breaking the rule help without causing harm? That's when you know you're using experience, not just knowledge. 4. Reflect and learn from every situation. After something happens, good or bad, pause and think. What worked? What didn't? What would I do differently next time? That's how you slowly become the old man Holmes is talking about, the one who knows the exceptions. So what's the final takeaway? Rules give you a foundation. Experience gives you the freedom to adapt. The real secret to success? Knowing when to use each. So tell me in the comments, what's a time you followed the rules but later realized an exception worked better? If this video gave you a new perspective, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need to hear this today. Thanks for watching, and remember, rules are good, but experience is better. See you in the next video.